We were young and reckless dreamers, counting stars in steady years, sitting on the hood of my old truck, sharing hopes and secret fears. The world kept turning all around us. Seasons came and slipped away. Some things changed beyond recognition, but our love somehow remained. Through every storm and every mile, you never left my side. You were a love that stayed when the good times faded away. When the road got rough and the nights got cold, you held on through it all. You were a light that never changed, a steady flame through wind and rain. In a world that comes and goes, you were a love that stayed. We've seen dreams come true and shatter, watched our children grow and fly, shared the laughter, shared the heartache, wiped the tears from each other's eyes. And now the years rest on our shoulders like the dust on an old guitar, but every line upon your face tells me how blessed we are. Every chapter of our story made me love you more. You were a love that stayed when the good times faded away. When the road got rough and the nights got cold, you held on through it all. You were a light that never changed, a steady flame through wind and rain. In a world that comes and goes, you were a love that stayed. One day our hair will turn to silver and our steps may lose their pace, but I'll still reach for your hand and thank God for your grace. You are a love that stayed, the best part of every day, the answer to 1,000 prayers I never knew I'd pray. You are the song my heart still sings, the reason behind everything. And when my final sunset fades, you'll be the love that stays. Yeah, you'll be the love that stays long after the years roll by. The love that stays.
Hey, there's a fire burning out by Miller's Creek, cold beer sweating in the summer heat. Old friends gathered underneath the stars, passing around worn out guitars. Jake still talks about leaving this town, but somehow he's still hanging around. And old man Carter swears these roads hold more stories than we'll ever know. Smoke drifting slow into the night, while the moon hangs low and bright. We were campfire saints, young and wild and free, singing old country songs like they meant everything. And those southern nights still live inside my veins, like sparks floating upward from those campfire flames. Yeah, some dreams burn fast, some stay endlessly. hearts still glow somewhere like campfire saints.
County way who danced barefoot in the rain. She used to lean against my shoulder close while the river carried on below. We talked about getting out someday, finding bigger skies out west. But life moves different than we planned. Now those nights are all that's left, and every old guitar string sound still pulls my memory back around. We were campfire saints, laughing through the midnight air, bonfires lighting up those old Tennessee prayers. And every backroad memory still cuts through me slow, like smoke hanging heavy long after the fire's gone. Yeah, some souls move on, some stay lost in yesterday. Mine still wander somewhere with those campfire saints. And maybe heaven looks a little like this: cheap beer cans and a goodbye kiss. Maybe growing up just means learning how to miss these things. And tonight, this old small town feels quieter than before. We were campfire saints, barely holding on to time. Young hearts chasing freedom beneath those Carolina skies. And every road I travel still circles back again to the fire beside the river and the people we were then. Yes, some nights fade out, some never really leave. Mine still burns somewhere with those campfire saints. The sun went down behind the hills, and the evening air stood still. Crickets singing in the fields like they always will. You came running down the path, that old blue dress swaying back, a smile brighter than the moon, and my heart knew what to do. The radio was playing low, our favorite song from long ago. We were dancing under porch lights, barefoot in the summer night, spinning slow beneath the stars, like the world was only ours. No fancy city neon glow, just a little light and a little soul. If I could live one moment twice, I'd be dancing under porch lights. The years rolled on like passing trains, bringing sunshine, bringing rain. We built a life, we built a home, but somehow never danced alone. Now the kids are grown and gone, but we still put that record on. And when the evening settles in, we find that rhythm once again. The music's old, and so are we, but the feeling never leaves. We're still dancing under porch lights, holding on through all of life. Every wrinkle, every scar tells a
story of our hearts. No fancy city neon glow, just a little light and a little soul. If I could live one moment twice, I'd be dancing under porch lights. One day when the years have flown and the house is quiet as stone, I hope the stars remember us, two hearts right in simple love. We'll be dancing under porch lights even in our silver years, still laughing like we used to do, still drying each other's tears. No fancy city neon glow, just a little light and a little soul. And if heaven looks just right, we'll be dancing under porch lights. Dancing under porch lights, just you and me tonight, under those country skies. There's a water tower standing over Main Street, same old diner and the same cracked concrete. Friday night lights shining through the rain, kids still dreaming of getting away. We were young, sitting out by Miller's Field, talking about everything life might bring. You said this town was way too small, but somehow it still has us all. And every summer wind that blows still carries voices I used to know. Small town hearts break a little slower underneath those southern stars, getting older, and every backroad memory still burns like neon bars. Yeah, life moves fast, but not small town hearts. We loved hard, fought hard, prayed beneath those church lights. Some dreams faded away, some stayed all our lives. Yes, some souls leave town, some never get too far, but nothing really changes for small town hearts. Daddy worked nights down at the mill, mine still drives that old Coopville hill. Mama said time flies before you know. Yeah, she was right all along. There's an old football jacket in my room, still smelling faintly of your perfume. Funny how the years keep rolling by, but some feelings never die. And every county road I ride still feels like you by my side. Small town hearts still beat like old guitars, country songs and broken dreams under Tennessee stars. And every front porch shadow still takes me way back then, to the nights we thought forever would never have to end. Yes, some flames burn out, some survive the dark, some memories live forever inside small town hearts.
Maybe home ain't just a place, maybe it's a feeling you can't replace. Maybe love don't disappear, it just hides between the years. And tonight this sleepy town feels lonelier somehow. Small town hearts still hold on to the past, old photographs and dusty roads that always seem to last. And every mile I wander still circles back again to the girl beside the river and the boy I was back then. Yeah, some roads keep moving, some stay where they are. Mine still belongs somewhere with small town hearts. Moonlight falling softly through the Georgia pines, fire crackling low while your hand held mine. There was smoke hanging heavy in the midnight air, and that old denim jacket you always used to wear. You were humming old records underneath your breath, talking like we still had forever left. And Lord, the stars never looked so bright as they did that cold October night. Some memories fade with time, some stay carved into your mind. Moonlight on the pines still shines through my soul, like your voice drifting softly through the Carolina cold. And every lonely campfire still takes me back again to the nights we sat together like the world would never end. Yeah, some hearts move onward, some never leave behind, and mine still gets lost somewhere in moonlight on the pines. There's an old cabin sitting past Miller Creek where we disappear for weeks. Cheap beer bottles and a worn-out radio, playing songs we both still know. You used to dance barefoot in the dirt, laughing through the pain and hurt, back before life pulled us apart and left these empty spaces in my heart. Now every winter wind that blows feels colder than it used to feel. Moonlight on the pines still burns like summer rain. Every faded memory still whispers your name, and every mountain shadow still feels a little like home. Even though these days I mostly drive alone. Yeah, some souls find peace, some stay tangled in time. Mine still belongs somewhere with moonlight on the pines. not wash away your name. And tonight these old back roads feel quieter than before. The moonlight on the pines still follows me around, like old country melodies or the river's southern sound. And every road I wander still circles back somehow to the girl beside the fire and the boy I used to be. Yeah, some dreams burn out, some survive the night. Mine still lives somewhere in moonlight on the pines.
City lights were shining bright, but they never felt like home. I spent my years chasing dreams down roads I'd never known. A worn out map, a restless heart, 1,000 miles to go. But every turn kept leading me to the place I love the most. I can almost hear the screen door swing and the wind through the willow tree. Take me back to the old dirt road where the river runs slow and free, where the stars come out like old friends waiting there for me. Back to the fields and the midnight skies, where my soul can finally roam. No matter how far these wheels may roll, that old dirt road leads me home. Mama's garden by the fence, still blooming every spring. Daddy's guitar on the porch still knows the songs we'd sing. The years have come and gone so fast, like leaves upon the breeze. But some things never really change, they're living in memories. I can almost hear the front porch laugh floating through the summer air. Take me back to the old dirt road where the river runs slow and free, where the stars come out like old friends waiting there for me. Back to the fields and the midnight skies, where my soul can finally roam. No matter how far these wheels may roll, that old dirt road leads me home. I've crossed mountains, I've crossed state lines, I've watched the world rush by, but every sunset on the highway paints your name across the sky. And when this journey reaches its end, there's one thing I know. Take me back to the old dirt road where the river runs slow and free, where the stars come out like old friends waiting there for me. Back to the fields and the midnight skies, where my soul can finally roam. No matter how far these wheels may roll, that old dirt road leads me home. Yeah, that old dirt road leads me home. Leads me home, back where I belong, on that old dirt road.
There's an old two-lane running past your daddy's farm. Tall grass dancing underneath the stars. You used to ride shotgun with your boots on the dash, laughing like summer nights were built to last. Stop at that little store off Highway 8, buy cheap whiskey and stay out late. You pick wildflowers by the riverside, put them in your hair while the moon shined bright. Lord, back then life felt simple in the wind. Whiskey and wildflowers, your hand tangled up in mine. Bonfire burning for hours while the Tennessee moon climbed high. And every small town memory still tastes like sweet summer air. Now all I've got are shadows and your perfume lingering somewhere. Yeah, some hearts heal slow, some roads never change, some nights still carry your name like whiskey and wildflowers. I heard your brother moved out west last fall, and your mama still paints that old porch wall. Funny how time keeps rolling by, but some things never leave your mind. I still drive that river road along with old country songs playing soft and low, and every fence line, every field still feels exactly how we used to feel. Guess growing up means learning what stays with us. Whiskey and wildflowers, your blue jeans in the passenger seat, windows down past midnight, listening to our heartbeat. And every faded neon light still pulls me back somehow to the girl who swore forever on the hood of that old Ford truck. Yeah, some hearts move on, some just hold the flame, some nights still whisper your name like whiskey and wildflowers. Maybe love's just dust in the summer wind, gone for a moment then back again. Maybe memories don't really fade, they just learn to hide in the rain. And every time I see those pines, I swear I still see your eyes. Whiskey and wildflowers, that's all this town leaves behind. Old photographs and echoes of the best years of our lives. And every road I wandered down still circles back somehow to your laugh beneath those porch lights, and the way you held me then. Yeah, some hearts break clean, some carry the stain, some nights still call your name like whiskey and wildflowers.
was a cold wind blowing through our town, leaves falling softly to the ground. You were standing there beside your car, looking more broken than you are. I didn't ask where you had been, just let the silence settle in. And when you reached out for my hand, Lord, I finally understood then. Some people don't need saving words, just someone willing to stay. When you leaned on me, the whole world disappeared, like those old county roads were made to lead us here. And every scar you carried felt lighter in my arms, like love could still survive after all the storms. Yeah, some hearts give up, some keep holding on. Mine found its reason when you leaned on me. We spent late nights on the back porch swing, talking about everything, your dreams, your fears, your restless soul, and all the places you wanna go. You laugh, then suddenly grow quiet, like there were things you couldn't find. But every time you looked my way, it felt like maybe we'd be alright. And every old song on the radio started sounding like home. When you leaned on me, I forgot the weight of time, like the stars above those pines were finally aligned. And every lonely highway started feeling less alone, 'cause loving you somehow felt like finally coming home. Yeah, some hearts stay guarded, some slowly let love in. Mine started beating different when you leaned on me. Maybe healing starts that way, two tired souls trying to stay. Maybe love ain't always loud, maybe it's just being around. And tonight these southern skies feel warmer than before. When you leaned on me, I saw who I could be, not some drifting ghost lost in old memories. And every road ahead feels a little less unknown, 'cause part of my heart finally healed the night you leaned on me. Yeah, some flames burn bright, some glow quietly. Mine finally found peace when you leaned on me. She walked into that little roadside bar like a sunset wrapped in southern stars, a wildflower smile and boots of tan, with a heart too free to make a plan. I was nursing dreams in a glass half full, trying to forget what time it pulled. Then she laughed and the whole room changed. Nothing felt the same again.
Some people arrive like a stormy night, some arrive like morning light. She was whiskey and wildflowers, sweet and strong all at once. A little bit of freedom, a little bit of love. She could calm the thunder or make a heart run wild. She was whiskey and wildflowers, and I was lost in her smile. We drove old back roads after dark, talking underneath the stars. She told me life was much too short, spend it hiding from your heart. The radio played a country tune as the moon drifted over June. And somewhere in that summer air, I knew I'd always find her there. Like a memory you can't outgrow, like a river you can't stop flowing. She was whiskey and wildflowers, sweet and strong all at once. A little bit of freedom, a little bit of love. She could calm the thunder or make a heart run wild. She was whiskey and wildflowers, and I was lost in her smile. Years may come and years may go, and seasons change like falling snow. But some hearts leave a lasting mark, like a lantern glowing in the dark. She's still whiskey and wildflowers, still the fire in my soul, still the hand I'm holding tight as we grow. She still makes me wonder how I got this lucky life. My whiskey and wildflowers standing by my side. Yeah, whiskey and wildflowers under those endless country skies. Whiskey and wildflowers.
There's an old porch light still glowing down the road by the little white house where we used to go. Screen door swinging in the midnight breeze, same as it was when you loved me. Mama's roses still bloom out front, and that old wind chime still catches the dusk. Funny how this town stands still somehow, while the rest of us just move around. And every time I pass that drive, feels like stepping back in time. That old porch light still burns through the dark, like it's waiting on somebody who already broke its heart. And every small town memory still shines soft and gold, like your shadow dancing slowly through the Tennessee cold. Yeah, some homes grow quiet, some never really change. Some lights keep shining long, love walks away. Your daddy used to sit outside at night, listening to baseball games under dim lights. I can still hear that old radio sound echoing through this sleepy town. You'd steal my jacket when the air got cold, tell me things nobody else was told, back when forever felt close enough, before growing up got rough. Now there's dust on those wooden stairs, but I still feel you everywhere. That old porch light still cuts through the rain, like every broken memory still carrying your name, and every lonely highway still brings me back somehow to the nights we sat together, watching storms roll through town. Yeah, some hearts move onward, some stay locked in place, some lights keep glowing softly long after goodbye fades. Maybe love's just a porch light glow, something warm you can't outgrow. Maybe time keeps moving fast, but some feelings always last. And tonight those Carolina skies feel heavier than usual. That old porch light still shines for you and me, like those summer nights we wasted talking underneath the trees. And every road I wander still leads me back again to the girl beside that doorway and the boy I was back then. Yeah, some flames burn out, some survive the rain, some lights keep calling your name, like that old porch light. Sunrise painting gold on the pines, coffee steaming in the morning light, old pickup rolling down the line where the river bends out of sight. Dust flies up behind my wheels, feel stretched far beneath the sky. Every mile reminds me still of the place where my roots still lie. I've been chasing city lights, running hard through endless nights, but a voice keeps calling me home. Take me back to the old dirt road where the wild wind softly blows, past the fences, past the creek, to the place I've always known. Under stars that shine so bright, everything just feels alright. No matter where I roam, that old dirt road will lead me home. Mama's porch and the screen door sound, summer laughter in the air, neighbors
without a care. I've seen highways coast to coast, big bright towns and neon signs, but the thing I miss the most is that little peace of mind. I've been chasing distant dreams, nothing's ever what it seems, and my heart keeps calling me home. Take me back to the old dirt road, where the wild wind softly blows, past the fences, past the creek, to the place I've always known. Under stars that shine so bright, everything just feels alright. No matter where I roam, that old dirt road will lead me home. When the years go rolling by and silver finds its way through time, I'll still hear that country song in the whisper of the pines. Take me back to the old dirt road, where my story first was told. Every mile, every turn carries memories of old. Under stars that shine so bright, everything just feels alright. No matter where I roam, that old dirt road will lead me home. Yeah, no matter where I roam, that old dirt road will lead me home. Lead me home. Lead me home. Oh.
The headlights cut through the midnight rain as the radio softly called my name. I've been gone for far too long, trying to find where I belong. Every town looked much the same, different faces, different names, but somewhere deep inside my soul, I knew exactly where to go. And every sign along the way feels a little closer every day. Just one more mile home, one more mile down this road, one more turn, one more song, and I won't be alone. Back to the porch, light shining bright, waiting through the darkest nights. I've been gone too long, I know. Just one more mile home. Mama still calls every Sunday afternoon, asked if I'll be coming home soon. I always say maybe next spring, but time slips away like a passing dream. Daddy's old truck still sits outside, rusted memories side by side, and I can almost hear him say, "Son, don't stay away too long." The closer I get, the more I see what truly matters to me. Just one more mile home, one more mile
more mile home. I can see it up ahead now. That old mailbox by the fence, still standing proud somehow. Back to the life I left behind, the people who stayed on my mind. No matter where I choose to roam, there's always one more mile home. One more mile, one more mile, and I'm finally home.